Hi everyone, Piet Calamijn here. I hope you're having an awesome day. So today I wanted to make a very quick video for you why this is a bad idea. What you see over here in the screen is something that I tried to debug a new print that I had made a couple of days ago. And basically it didn't work. From time to time it did work. Sometimes it did not work. And I found out yesterday after a couple of hours of debugging, basically this is a bad idea. The main thing behind it is trying to speed things up will typically slow you down. So let's dive into it. First of all, maybe let's look at what the print would finally look like. So there's two big battery packs over there, and then there is some circuitry. If you would look at the 2D layout, it looks like this. So basically there is a negative, there's a ground point for the batteries, there's then the positive point, and then there is some power management and stuff. But my problem was lying over here. So first of all, I was wondering if maybe my power converter was not doing what it should, but it was working perfectly fine. So let's go back. I didn't want to place the battery packs just yet to make sure that I had all the capabilities to debug, and that was the big mistake that I made. I like to work with these Hirschman clips, connectors they are called. They serve me very well in all kinds of purposes. In this purpose, or for this method, they didn't serve me quite well because they were the actual reason for the issue. So I wanted to quickly power the PCB, and that's what I did. I've provided the ground, I've provided the supply. What I should have done was solder wires. So let's go over it. If you look in more detail, this is how it looks like. If you're not familiar with the Hirschman clip, basically you can push on the top side over here. There are two very sharp metal pins that will come out, and they can go around something. You can clip, let's say, a header pin or a small cable, something like that. Over here, this is of course not the way to use Hirschman clips. I used them, I've put them in these holes, and they are touching the contact, so I thought this would be sufficient just to power the board up, see if I have my voltage coming out of the power converter, let's say. But that was not the case. From time to time it was working, but then on other times I had a huge short, shorting my power supply immediately, and I couldn't find the reason for that. Now, looking further into this, what you see over here is, of course, this is a sharp probe, and this is already scratching the surface a little bit over here. So let's go a bit further in these pictures. This is what we have seen before. This is done finally, so I removed my Hirschman clips. I've soldered two wires and the thing worked. And first of all, I could not really get my head around why that was working until I turned over the PCB. So let's have a look over here. If you have a Hirschman clip connecting, of course you have that sharp point sticking out, which will also scratch the bottom surface. Now, if we go back to my PCB, what I have done in this one is to have a nice solid ground plane. This is only a 2-layer PCB to get the cost as low as possible, but there is a nice solid ground plane. So consider putting a Hirschman clip over here. I think you already see the point right now. Hirschman clip, which has the high voltage supply rail, let's say. It clips also on the bottom side over here, and it will scratch the surface. Now it was that bad, let me see if I have another picture of that, that indeed the complete protection or the complete solder mask on the surface was gone. So basically I had my clip that you see over here supplying the high voltage and then immediately shorting this to ground. So the big ground plane you see over here. So afterwards, of course, this is very clear where the problem lies. This is of course something I will not try to do again, but I wanted to shoot this quick video. Maybe you have something, maybe you come up with some kind of a debugging system where you want to supply your system with Hirschman clips. Don't do this. This was a bad idea. I hope you learned from that. Of course, as always, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. I will also include a link to my community where we discuss this kind of things. It's a free community, so if you like to join, of course, feel free to join. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and of course, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. Have a nice day. Bye bye.